We also have 2 student senators sitting on the couch there answering questions if you have any. 16. There's another one sitting right there on the couch in the white jacket. His name is Alex. My name's Amanda. We've done this once a semester, but this is the first time that we've had some major changes to tell you guys about. A lot of it is just day-to-day work, so approving what Senate does, approving course changes, approving your degrees, approving new programs. With the faculty restructuring and the fact that we're having a $60 million budget deficit, this is kind of some news that most students want to know about. We thought we'd come out here with some pamphlets and let you know. If you have any questions, I'm here, but more importantly, he's here, and he's sitting on a couch with a lot more resources than I have. So he can answer all your questions.
So, how long has this coffee with senators been going on?
It just started this year. We've been doing it once a semester, though.
All right, cool.
It was an initiative that Alex, myself, and Derek Carter started.
All right, so what exactly does Senate do?
Senate is the highest academic decision-making body in the school. So what we do is we approve all the minute details of academia. So tiny course changes, vector changes, changing it from 3 credits to 2 credits. Those happen in committee meetings, and we approve them at Senate. New program developments. So you saw the mechatronics program start this year. We spent considerable time in committees and later in Senate discussing that. More important things like discuss the budgets. So the Vice President of Finance has announced that there's going to be a $16 million budget deficit expected for next year, and that we're going to have to be cutting for that. As well, we're going to be seeing the faculty task force review structure review task force, that's it, explain how they're going to be moving the faculty of applied science. Hi there.
No, I already got it.
Oh, okay, go ahead, take another. The faculty of applied science is going to be effectively disappearing. You're going to see that the faculty of the environment, the faculty of communications and culture, and a faculty comprised of engineering and computing science take its place, with kinesiology moving to the faculty of science. So big things like that. This is what we do.
I keep hearing about this budget issue. What's up with that?
Well, the budget's been progressively getting worse as the years go on. Because the operating grants that the government gives us aren't increasing at the rate of inflation, we're seeing increasing deficits year after year. And how that's playing out is basically cutting different areas of the budget. So centralized cuts as well as across-the-board department cuts, where departments get to decide what they want to spend money on and what they don't. There was an $11 million budget deficit, and we saw across-the-board cuts to all departments. Now the way that played out in the Faculty of Arts was a 22.5% cut to the TATM budget. So how that plays out for art students, I'm not exactly sure. I know that my statistics course was a bit different than, or my tutorial for statistics was a lot different than my other tutorials the years past. I don't know if that had any relation.
Well, actually, I remember when I took a humanities course, I remember my professor had to do not just the lecture, but 2 tutorials because he had no TAs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was crazy.
They cut the budget for TAs. So next year we're expecting $16 million. That's $5 million more, and they are expecting a department-wide cut. So departments will again get to decide what they want to do. The Faculty of Arts chose to cut the TA budget. They might do it again. There's a new dean, so we'll see how that works. There's an article in the Peak this week that explains a bit about how she feels about this. And they're projecting, this was just released I believe this week, that by 2010 we're going to have a $30 million deficit.
Oh.
Yeah, so what the Student Society has been doing in conjunction with student senators and the information that we get from Senate is going and meeting with the MLAs and the Finance Committee and talking about how the deficiency in operating grants is affecting undergraduate students, and that their efforts to increase the graduate student seats in universities isn't actually playing out as effectively as it could, because you're seeing that the deficiencies in the operating budget are cutting the TA budget, and that's one of the graduate students' major sources of funding.
I heard about grad funding a couple of times before. I guess it's all come to a head now. Mm-hmm. So, other than the general work done by the whole Senate, what kind of Senate committees are you involved in?
I personally sit on the Senate Committee for Undergraduate Priorities. We're the ones talking about the budget. We're the ones talking about the faculty restructuring. I sit on Undergraduate Studies, Senate Committee for Undergraduate Studies. We do mostly coursework, so we detail changes in vectors, changes in individual programs. We detail new program developments, the Department of Mechatronics that just came out, we reviewed that. I also sit on the Senate Committee on Agenda and Rules, which deals with the agenda of Senate, that talks about what Senate's ready to consider now versus when it's not. I don't know that I sit on any other committees.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess there's always other places we can find more information.
Inside this pamphlet.
Oh yeah.
Hey there.
So other than these very informative pamphlets, but how else can we learn about the Senate and what it does? Because
You can come to a Senate meeting. They're the first Monday of every month, held in the third floor of the WMX. I don't know what room number, but it's the first room that you come to. And it's generally at 5 o'clock, but sometimes happens at 7.
all right.
Yeah.
And how exactly do we get involved in working these issues? Like,
Well, coming to Senate committees are open, but they don't generally encourage participation, and nothing fishy happens in them normally. So contacting your student senator and asking questions and getting directly involved is one way. Hi, wait, you took a cookie, you have to have one of these.
so I'm guessing another way is to run for election.
Yeah, you can run for election. I generally don't advise running for election unless you know what you're talking about, because you're representing a large body of students. So if you're informed on the issues and you know what's going on with the university, and you've been engaged, then yeah, definitely run for election. But elections are not generally a place where you become informed and you get to know what things are going on. You generally do that once you already know.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you very much for your time, Senator Van Baarsen.
No problem.
I mean, good day. Yeah.